Hey everybody, Marcus C. Williams here, and I'm right here in the heart of Rochester on the Sister City Bridge, and it's no better place than to talk about the poor prioritization of city council and our city government, where they're putting focus on everybody else except our actual citizens. Check this out. So right behind me, we've got this low-income housing building, and it's not even low income anymore. What it is it's subsidized housing, where they try to say it's affordable housing, but it's not. It's income based, which allows them to set the prices however they really feel like it, because it's based off of your income. So if they feel like you don't make enough income for them to make enough money off of you, they can push you out and charge somebody more, because it's just a percentage of that thing there. Now, they've been working on renovating this building for probably about 12, 13 years now. Why is it not done yet? How much of our taxpayer money has gone into this building? Why is it not fixed yet? Why are they renovicting people there? Renoviction is where they're just renovating everything for so long that it makes it uninhabitable, so people can't even live there. Why are they doing that? Why are they kicking people out of the apartments and stuff like that? Make it make sense. Again, this is a priority issue, and it has to do with our citizens and our tax money and the lies that they tell us about affordable housing. It's no affordable housing. It's income-based. Whenever you hear affordable housing, they lying to you. They trying to pull the flim-flam, check your wallet. Okay? Then over here, we got this right here. This hotel that's been vacant, that the city sold for like $1 and a song a couple years ago. And the people that bought the building from the city were like, we need $21 million to fix the elevators in the city. And the city was like, no, we just sold it to you for like no money. We're not going to give you that. And it's been lying dormant, vacant, and unoccupied for years. Then they wanted to turn it into some performing arts center. Why do we need another performing arts center in the city of Rochester? Make it make sense. We already got like so many different venues here in the city that are disused anyway, because we've just got the renovations over there at the Auditorium Theater. That's fantastic. We've got the Armory across the street. We got a number of other venues. We don't need no more venues. Where is the prioritization for what the actual citizens need? Did the citizens say, oh, we want another performing arts center? Didn't nobody want that. That was a stupid idea. Okay? But the fact of the matter that trips me out the most is you see all these broken windows. When they had these people in here that were throwing chairs out the windows and stuff like that, committing all types of vandalism inside the building, the mayor got up on the TV talking about, oh, the police are going to track these people down and we're going to hold them accountable. Well, in the meantime, that same week, multiple people had been shot, multiple people had been stabbed. We had a number of businesses burglarized and vandalized, and there was no press conference about that. We had multiple homes shot up, and there was no press conferences about that. See, again, this is a poor prioritization by city council and by the mayor's office, these people that are our elected representatives that are supposed to represent us, but they got their own things that they want to focus on that we don't want, that aren't of interest to us. Then, over here, we've got all of these high-rise, huge office buildings and stuff like that, millions and millions of dollars, tens of millions of dollars worth of buildings. Do you know that city council just about a month or so ago reauthorized all the tax abatements for down here? That means that none of these buildings, none of them got to pay no taxes. But if you own a home, you got to pay taxes. If you own a small property, you got to pay property taxes, but they don't got to pay no property taxes. You make that make sense to me. Isn't city council supposed to represent you? So if they ain't got to pay no taxes for these millions of dollars worth of buildings, how come you got to flip the bill? Then they want to raise your assessments, so you got to flip more of a bill. Then they're going to be like, oh, well, we lowered the taxes. No, you didn't really. You raised our assessments, so now it costs more. That also raises insurance and raises a number of other things, costs that go along with that. And nobody asked you for that. The citizens didn't ask you to raise the assessments. As a matter of fact, the citizens raised holy heaven about that whole issue. But you did it anyway. And at the same time, you gave all of these people these $1 million buildings, these $1 million corporations and stuff like that own all this property, tax-free. Where's the tax-free for the community? Where's the tax-free for us? If they don't got to pay no taxes on their property, we shouldn't have to pay no taxes on our property. And I stand by that. That's wrong. If they don't got to pay no taxes, we shouldn't got to pay no taxes. If we got to pay taxes, they should have to pay taxes. You make it make sense. Because if they don't pay the taxes on the property, that means that that's money that's not in the city's budget. That means to get that money for the city's budget, they got to take it out of your pocket. You understand what I'm saying? So who's prioritizing you really? This is the problem. There's a grave disconnect between city council and our elected officials and what we need in our community. Now check this out. Behind me, you can see the old Holiday Inn. You see they done pulled off the words Holiday Inn on there and stuff like that. They were housing the illegal aliens here. And they were paying our money to do it. And people are like, oh no, they weren't paying our money to do it. They absolutely were. Where'd they get the money from? The money fell out of the sky? Woo! You understand what I'm saying? They're paying our city money, our county money, our state money for these illegal aliens when we got people that are borderline homeless right now, one paycheck away from being out of their house. People working 2-3 jobs struggling. Don't know if they're going to be homeless next month. If they get sick, they can't even take any leave because if they don't get their check, they're going to be homeless out on the street. And if you work with the homeless, you've seen the horrible trend of more people that are working or have just had a small incident and now they're out there homeless. And that number is growing and growing and growing. But we got money to pay for illegal aliens. And then they'll be like, oh, well, we didn't do that, but you did. What they did was they funneled a whole bunch of money through different nonprofits, okay, the county and the city, and they gave it to them to give to those nonprofits so the nonprofits would pay for their living accoutrements and stuff like that, accommodations and such. Is that okay with you? Should they be prioritizing illegal aliens over you as a citizen? Did they cut you a check for your living? Were they paying for your food? You understand what I'm saying? It's about prioritization, and it shows you that they don't prioritize you as a citizen. That's why I'm running for city council. Marcus C. Williams. Go to my website, Marcus4Rochester.com, because I believe that you as the citizens of our city deserve to be a priority for our elected officials. Not people that aren't citizens that can't even vote, not big corporations that own millions of dollars of property, not poor projects that doesn't nobody ask for in the city to begin with, not buildings with contractors, okay, that are fleecing our tax money, okay, and selling us dreams that ain't real. I believe that you, as our citizens, should be prioritized. So I encourage you, pitch in, donate, volunteer, do what you can. Let's take this fight up together. We can make a real difference because we deserve better. Go on my website, Marcus4Rochester.com. That's Marcus4Rochester.com. I'll catch you guys later. Remember, stand up, speak up, and don't shut up. Take action.